a live video. We had a couple more questions. Most of these questions are coming from the same person, but that's fine with us. We just enjoy answering questions. And they want to know, it's a two-part question. One is personal space. How are we using this space to not so much stay separated, but stay at a comfortable distance from one another where we're not tripping on each other? And the other part of the question was, are we using the beds as chairs and the table set up, or are we using the captain's chairs? And that's a little bit of both. I would say that I'm usually using the bed. I almost use it like a chase lounge. I'm kind of propped up with the pillows on the wall. I lay down. I got my computer on my lap, or I'm using it as like a sofa, and I'm just sitting on the side of it. And we're using a table here, and I'll put the laptop on the table. You've been using she's been using the passenger seat flipped around, and she said to me this morning, just to get a little bit of distance from me to you. I was like, what does that mean?
So I would say, as far as personal space in this van, there is no such thing as personal space in the van. If you're in the bathroom, anybody else in the van knows you're in the bathroom.
Some people outside of the van know that you're in the bathroom too.
So there's not really like a separation of spaces. I mean, he's correct. I will sit up here sometimes and like put my feet across. Oops, sorry, scratched you. See, no personal space. I put my feet across on the other chair while I'm working on the computer, or using my phone or whatever, listening to podcasts or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of sitting in the bed. I know the thumbnail is me sitting in the bed. My feet were cramped. But I'm not a huge fan of sitting in the bed with my outside clothes on, coming in and sitting on the bed that I need to sleep on. So I tend to not use the bed as a chase lounge that much. I will sometimes. But if you're working on the computer in one bed, like literally, I felt like I was on Instagram with him the other day. He was like watching reels, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, oh, I'm watching all these reels too. So, yeah.
It's close quarters. It's a very different feel than, say, a Class A. So this person was, I think they wanted a comparison of our Class A. So in our Class A, we have a dedicated bedroom with a hard sliding door, like a pocket door that closes off. And I will say, here in this RV, if I wake up first and Sabrina's still sleeping, or vice versa, we have been trying to just lay in bed and stay quiet until the other person wakes up. Because once one person is up in here, then the other person needs to get up too. It's not a big enough space where you can kind of move around quietly, go into the kitchen and get your morning started without disturbing the other person. Whereas in our Vista, with the solid door and a white noise app running, I can wake up, get out of the bedroom, close that solid door, turn a light on without the light affecting Sabrina in the bedroom. Also, Sabrina does a lot of night shift work. So I'm able to go in the back of the bed, and she can stay up and stay out here and work. So
and my schedule gets a little screwed up when I come off my night shifts. So then for the first few nights after my night shifts, I'm usually waking up like 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like, oh, what now? I'm ready to do something. So then I'll get up and let him sleep while I'm working on the computer or whatever out in the living room.
Yeah, the best way to get personal space in a van would just have to be to use the outside as your personal space, and then let the person inside have the whole entire van as their personal space. Maybe somebody can sit at a picnic table and do work in there, and I can be in here maybe trying to record a podcast or something like that.
I did my lesson outside the other day, my Spanish lesson, because it's just hard being so close and having someone, and it's not anything bad that he's doing, but he's just here.
Living. I'm just living. I'm in the background living. So she went outside for her Spanish class, actually, and did her Zoom meet outside at the picnic table. So yeah, I think we're going to keep this one pretty short because I feel like that's it. But yeah, personal space in this, much less so than in our Class A motorhome. But I would say personal space in any size motorhome. Like if I'm making sounds, I was going to say in an RV, everybody hears you fart, no matter where you are. That's true for our Class A. That's true for this. Even when you close a solid door, you're blocking more light and interference that way than you are blocking sound. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense.
That sounds
right.
Right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Do you have anything to add before we let these people go?
No, it can be tough if you're somebody that likes your space. It can be a little tough.
It takes a little bit of getting used to maneuvering, letting the person walk by you and through. But other than that, it is very comfortable. I think these chairs are comfortable just well enough. I think the bed's been comfortable and all that stuff. So it is just a little bit different. All right, everybody. Take care. Safe travels. If you have any other questions for us, let us know. And we'll make a short little video about it. All right.
Bye,
Be safe
guys.
out there.